in Scotland, it's actually really nice because people tend to respect others' space a lot more. And I don't know why. It seems to be like it's a Scottish thing. Like, it seems to be like Lewis Capaldi is a perfect example. He was in the pub, can't remember when he was, maybe 6 months ago, he was in the pub. And we obviously saw him, but all the Scottish people know, like, just fucking leave him alone. It's just like, right, he's having a pint with his mate. Just like, leave him alone. Whereas I feel like if you were to be down south, like in London, or potentially abroad somewhere, he'd probably get hounded a lot more.
Definitely just a culture, a culture thing, isn't it?
I think so. I think so. His tour looks amazing at the moment. Have you seen it?
Yeah, I think he's playing London right now. I think he played last night, and he might be playing tonight. And I mean, I'm happy for him. Just awesome to see that.
It's so awesome to see him back, man. Especially as, like, I feel like there's a sentimental thing with me being Scottish and him also being Scottish, that you've always got each other's backs. Like, whatever happens, I'm still going to support him.
That's so lovely. Yeah, there's this song he's teasing at the moment with, like, a lot of falsetto in it, and I'm really excited for that to come out because I've just been, like, singing it around my flat quite a lot.
Is that like the "Till the Day I Die"?
There you go. You can sing.
Yeah, there we go. But is that the one?
Oh no, so that one looks. That's a different one, I think. This one's really high, and I'm not going to try and do it. But, like, I feel like, I haven't heard him do falsetto a lot, but this feels like it's built around that, and it's just really cool. I really like the sound of it.
Yeah, I think I think that his personality as well has really benefited him in terms of his music career, because he's so fucking funny.
He is,
like. He's hilarious. Like, I remember going to see him with my ex-girlfriend the day before, or 2 days before lockdown hit, or like one of the lockdowns, and he was performing at the Hydro, and he was taking the piss out of what was happening in COVID, and it was so funny. And then all of a sudden we went into lockdown. I was like, oh, that aged terribly. But
yeah, that would have aged bad.
Yeah, but he was like, I think his personality really lends himself. It really helps him along the way when it comes to music, because he has so much viral content.
Yeah, I mean, it's sort of there are two weapons, I guess, in his arsenal. He probably said there's three, but yeah, like, I just think he's a perfect example of how you can show who you are as a, and it be a strength. Because I think just growing up 10 years ago in the industry, I just felt like I had to be so clean and perfect. And the truth was, around my friends, I'd, like, swear quite a lot, and I still do. But I would never in a million years think about swearing on a camera because I didn't want to, like, alienate any potential fan. I wanted 17-year-olds to like me because I was 17, but then I wanted 50-year-olds to like me as well, and I wanted them to be able to take their kids to the show because, you know what I mean? So I just think, in a way, I shot myself in the foot a bit by trying to be too sensible, if that makes sense. And he's just a great example of not giving a shit and it being authentic,
Yeah, and they're polar opposites. Like, he's got the like, funny, totally inappropriate Lewis Capaldi, and then he's got this music that is so deep and personal, and it makes people cry, and they're the polar opposite. But you're absolutely right. There's people are so afraid to offend others that they never find their own personality, like, especially on a screen. And it's something that I know a lot of people that have gone down this track as well. Actually, when the podcast started, I remember people being like, you're quite robotic. Like, you don't give any opinions, and that upsets people that you don't give opinions. But then if you do give an opinion that they also don't like, then that upsets them. So you can't really please everyone.
No, I've been seeing that on socials too, where being controversial obviously gets attention, and I think I'm inherently just a huge people pleaser. So it's really hard for me to, like, think about being controversial in any way. And that links back to what I was saying about just for 10 years, I've just not wanted to offend anyone, I think.
Are you still close with Sean?
Yeah, I actually caught up with him. He just played in London and we got to catch up. And I really needed that. I really missed him, and it was nice to see him again.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's because again, it's this kind of weird separation between people when you're in the public sphere, kind of thinking they know you because they've heard your music or they've seen your videos, but it being very, very different in person. Now, is he different in person to what you see on the screen?
I don't know. I think he's similar. I think he shows a lot of love and compassion as a person on your phone or whatever you're watching him on, and he's just completely that in person. He's just definitely one of the most caring people I've ever met. So I think he does a great job of being authentic too.
Is there any funny stories that you have from tour of yourself or Sean that you're allowed to share? Don't incriminate anyone.
No, I don't want to incriminate anyone. I'm sure I have many. I'm kind of blurring them all together right now, but
you're like, nope, that's illegal. That's illegal.
No, just we played a lot of Mario Kart. We played a lot of table tennis. Like it was just a really, I think, unique experience to be two teenagers who would go on that stage, surrounded by a crew of adults, like people in their 30s or 40s. And it was just, I think we really bonded over that. And it was just a really special time in my life, that tour. Yeah, I'm sorry. I know there are funny stories, but like I'm scared to tell them, to be honest.
Yeah. I had a funny, actually I can't say, I'll tell you after. There's a funny one that James, other James told me from for anyone listening, James McVeigh. I'll tell you after, because it's
this is cruel, if you're going to keep this in the edit, that's pretty cruel to people who are listening. So I'm sorry to people listening.
You're all good. You're all good. If you guys enjoyed that clip, please do me a huge favor before you go and head over to our Into the Mind podcast official page, where we have the raw, uncut Into the Mind podcast, and hit that subscribe button. And the more subscribers we get, the more incredible guests we can get on the show. I really appreciate you guys for watching. Thank you so much. And I'll see you all real soon.